Hello and welcome to the final race of the season in Lago Maggiore, and without further ado, let's get it started. Alright, so let's go through my fastest lap in qualifying. So sorry to the Italians who are watching this, I might have butchered the track name there. So this is the Lago Maggiore East. So here, braking just after the fence there, really deep into second gear to have a little bit more speed there, and then braking to first gear, really rotating the car as much as you can using the full width of the track there, and then now also going almost to the boundary there. Don't invalidate, of course, going into the sequence of corners. Here you want to brake really as early as you can, second gear, to rotate the car. So far I think I'm really doing quite well, using of course the full width of the track as much as it's legal in the game. So now a short straight here, then here you want to brake into second or third gear, second gear here. Going through this sequence, you really need to apply the throttle quite fast, but not too fast because it can spin out the wheels. Here going uphill a little bit, so here in the middle of the curve you want to brake into third gear, taking as much of the curbs as you dare. So here you see abusing the track as much as you can, so that you have a good straight line of sequence. You can see I went a little bit to the grass there, so I might have lost a little bit of speed there. So now going a little bit downhill, so here braking just after the 100-meter board, braking really deep into first gear to rotate the car, and so now coming back to the finish line, so accelerating quite gingerly out of the turn there, but coming up with a 1:17.9. So just a confirmation there again. So really happy with the lap. I was not doing even a 1:17 all throughout my practice, so really happy with that lap finally. P number 5. Let's see how it goes in the sprint race. Alrighty then, so let's go to the sprint race starting in 5th. So I felt that I'm really doing well towards the end of the season. So this is also reflected of course in my qualifying position now. So 4, 5 lights and away we go. So of course sprint starts, standing start is not the strongest for the master car, so I'm barely keeping up with the guys in front there. So lucky I have the inside part there, so it's less traveled by the car, so I have a little bit of contact with Khan there as well, but all is good. He managed to pick up his car, so apologies there Khan, of course, didn't mean to do it, but I'm keeping my 5th position. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so here the dude is really close behind me and I make a little bit of a mistake there. I brake just a little bit later than I would, and here the dude now has the inside line there, which will turn now to the outside, so now I'm in the inside. But here I was just not confident enough, so I just kind of backed it out a little bit, so give the dude the space there, so leave to fight for another day. So now Andy Wieters is going to make a mistake there, so he goes a little bit deep there, going to the grass there, which is actually really easy to do there. So he loses a little bit of momentum, so I go into the inside there and manage to get P number 5, so reclaim my P5 from where I started. So let's jump to lap number 7. So I'm battling the dude there, so he comes out a little bit squirrely out of this corner here. You can see he's battling his car and I'm very close to him now, so a little bit of strip slim, and I'm now going to the inside. He leaves me a little bit of space there, but he ultimately has a little bit of contact to my car. And there I also decided to brake a little bit later, but because of that he had a crossover and he managed to get past me again. So all is good. Let's keep going. So let's fast forward also a little bit. So now coming to the final corner here, so I brake as I would brake just after the 100-meter board. I didn't realize that the dude would brake a little bit slowly there, so that's why I tried to go onto the inside. A little bit of contact there. I think all is good, because I think there should have been some space left there, because he must have seen me on the right hand side there, but everything is fine. So I decided to eventually let him go a little bit here on the inside. I didn't want to fight it too much because I just wanted to avoid maybe some steward's inquiry or whatever. Anyways, P number 5. So part number 2, lap number 9, similar conditions. So this time I went to the inside and went back to the outside, so I did like a jinx there, so that the dude he thought that I would be going to the inside there, so I just had a nice switchback there. So similar to what he did to me, I'm doing it back to him. So so up to P number 4, and just like that I managed to have a gap to the guys behind there. So that was basically my pace there, so I managed to even catch up to the guys in front there. So I would eventually finish in P number 4. A really strong performance for my car. I didn't expect to do actually this well, but so really managed to get up the order, at least again 1 position for my qualifying standing. So again a confirmation here. You can see I'm also in the 1:17s, so my pace was really quite good here. So let's see then how it will go in the feature race. Okay, so let's go to the feature race starting in P number 11. So a rolling start, of course. So of course by doing well in the sprint, that means you'll start a little bit lower, but of course good points gained already from the sprint. It was actually my best sprint result, I think. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, finishing 4th. So now let's start in 11th. So let's see how the first sequence of corners would go. So of course the master of the rolling start is usually quite good, so that's why I managed to maintain quite a good gap to the back, and also actually closing in there on Alan in front. Yeah, so brake a little bit late there, just looking at the outside there, but all is fair, all is still the same. So now I'm trying to go to the inside. Actually I managed to get Alan there by going to the inside. Maybe it surprised him a little, I don't know. So here Krilla is on the, going to the inside there, so I decided to go to the outside here, make a really aggressive move there. Don't know if I was expecting that, but regardless, I've been really aggressive here. So P number 9. So now going to the next lap here, Simon and Andy is having a little bit of a moment there, and Simon has a little bit of a snap there, so that I just managed to go to the inside there and avoid the contact and go up 1 position to P number 8. Okay, so next lap then, there's going to be an incident in front, which then 2 cars just basically go out of play. You can see one to the left and now one to the right there. So yeah, so 2 free positions in just 1 turn there, so from 8th to 6th. And now I'm going to fast forward a little bit. As you can see, I'm very close to Andy now. So my teammate and Andy there is battling a little bit there. So yeah, Andy is going to the inside there, and yeah, I just didn't have position there to go. I had to bang Andy there. I just couldn't avoid anyone there. It's unfortunate, and because of that, the dude also now comes to the inside of me there. So maybe a little bit of revenge from the sprint there. Yeah, so eventually I actually dropped down 1 position. So now fast forwarding a little bit again. So now what's going to happen? So actually my teammate, he said that he didn't really feel nice in this last turn here. So I managed to get to the inside of him, and now I get a really good launch out of that corner as well. So I'm already challenging the dude now here. So going to the first corner, so I'm in the inside, so I'm going to win this battle here. Just need to find my mark and brake correctly. So I managed to do that as well. And yeah, the move is made, P number 5. So all of those were in lap number 4, and you can see now it's in lap number 13. So this is when I decided to come into the pits, and also because I was just stuck behind Andy, I just couldn't move past him because he really did a good job in terms of defending, and maybe my racecraft is also not the best. So I come back out in P number 11. And yeah, just like that, now we can already skip towards the end, because that's pretty much all done and dusted. So I managed to do the undercut there to get Andy in the pits. So that means that I went from P4 to P number 3 with an undercut, and then I just managed to keep in with the leaders here. So I couldn't really get past them. I think I had a little bit of space to show, but I just wanted to secure my first podium of the season. So maybe before that, let's go through some retrospectives. So qualifying, I really did, I think one of my best qualifying so far. Really was in the pace with the other guys there, maybe 4 tenths away. But yeah, really good there in the qualifying. And also in the sprint race, I managed to gain 1 position with a little bit of action here and there. But I think all was fair. And yeah, still managed to make 1 position there to P number 4. And then coming to the feature, starting in 11th position and now making my way all the way to P number 3 and even battling now P number 2. But you can see I'm trying to let go a little bit. I didn't want to to be too aggressive there. Yeah, P11 to P number 3. Really happy with my performance in this track here, because initially I thought that I didn't have pace at all here. That turned out to be the opposite actually. So really pleasantly surprised with that, and my teammate is also finishing quite strong here. So we really did quite well in the Mazda team to secure a good points haul. And yeah, so now coming out to finish the line in P number 3. Yeah, so just a confirmation there again to see then P number 3. So with my teammate finishing in P number 5 as well. Yeah, again looking at the best lap there, it's a 1:18.0. So the pace was there, so nothing against that. So really happy to finish in the podiums. I think I finished once in the podiums before, but that was because of penalties and other things applied. So I genuinely finished P number 3 here, so really happy with that. Now going a little bit towards the final standings then, highlighting my position there as well, P number 7. Of course, there are still some maybe penalties that can come along the way, let's see, but I don't think I will be involved in any, but again, let's see. But before that, of course, pre-stewards, it's still P number 7. And the Mazda team also managed to secure 2nd position. The Lexus was just too quick. I think the duo of the 1st and 2nd there, really too far away there. So really happy to get P number 2 there with my teammate there. So yeah, thanks to Turbo Boy. I think he was the lead driver for the Mazda team there. So managed to keep within distance with him. so that's why we managed to secure a P number 2 there. So thanks for the tier 2 being a teammate there, so really good teammate there. Yeah, and let's see how that goes then. So the next season will start in January, so there will be a pause then, so need to do a little bit of training, get a little bit better so that I can increase my pace and do a little bit better in the next races. So thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next video.